You can't handle
Good morning, everyone. The time being 8:31 a.m. on Tuesday, June 10th, 2025. I'd like to call the Forest Reserve District Commission meeting to order. Again, we please do the roll call.
Allen. Arroyo. Bates. Here. Berman.
Irma's in the building.
Doherty.
Doherty here.
Garcia.
Garcia here.
Gripe.
Gripe here.
Gums.
Gums here.
All present.
Juby. Caius.
Guy is present.
Leonard here.
Lewis. Hinder.
Here.
Molina present.
Hennessis.
Genesis online.
Roth. Sanchez.
Sanchez present.
Ethman.
Strathman present.
Bridges.
I've been better.
Tarver.
Tarver's here.
Pepe.
Here.
Young.
Here.
Corm.
Moving on, for remote attendance approval, I think we have Mr. Doherty. Anybody else?
Mr. Sanchez.
Sanchez
And Genesis.
Hennessis.
and Mr. Pennis's. Does anyone have any objection? Seeing none, welcome aboard, gentlemen. Our pledge of allegiance today, we are going to ask Liam Thompson, who is our new intern in the finance department, to lead us in the pledge of allegiance. So if everyone would please stand.
And to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Liam.
Thank you, Liam. On to public comment, we have one person that'd like to make a public comment today, Mr. Patrick Murtaugh.
Hello, everyone. My name's Patrick Murtaugh. I'm the chairman of the Geneva Grotto Committee, or organization, actually. And I just really today, I wanted to say thank you. It's the transformation of that area there is just out. It's just unbelievable if you haven't been back there. We made the front page of the Chronicle, so I have the article if anybody wants to read it. And especially on behalf of the organization, all the people who put in very hard work, especially Christine Alamati, she's our artist that restored those mosaics. And she did absolutely fine work, kind of learning as she went. So we're really proud of her. And I'd like to say thank you to Rob Linke, who went above and beyond. Just outstanding work, what he's done with that creek. I'm sure that the grotto is going to be there for another 100 years. So that's what our organization is all about, is restoring the grotto back to its original beauty and preserving it for years to come. We've got a couple of things left on our agenda to finish the floor, to do some more sealing on the outside to preserve it. But essentially, we're really in the maintenance phase now. So I want to thank everybody. I'm forgetting something. I've got grotto flyers that talk about the history. If anybody wants them, there's information in here, how to buy a brick. And other than that, very, very good work. You all deserve a great deal of thanks. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Murtaugh.
If anyone has any questions, I'd be glad to answer them.
Seeing none, thank you very much, sir.
All right, thank you.
That's the end of our public comment. We'll now move to our agenda and the presentational approval of the minutes from the May 13th, 2025 meeting. May I, excuse me, may I have a motion?
We're out to
for
make a
unanimous
motion. We
consent?
do unanimous approval of the minutes.
Thank you. Any objections?
Objection.
No objections. The minutes are approved. Next, we'll go to the presentation and approval of the bills and commissioners per diem of May 2025. I need a motion and a second to approve the bills per diem.
Caius would move.
Okay. Caius moves, Bates seconds. Any questions, discussions, concerns? Seeing none, Abby, please do the roll.
Allen. Arroyo. Bates.
Bates, yes. Yes.
Doherty.
Doherty, yes.
Garcia.
Garcia, yes.
Gripe.
Yes.
Gums.
Gums, yes.
Iqbal.
Iqbal, yes.
Caius.
Yes.
Leonard.
Leonard, yes.
Linder.
Linder, yes.
Lena.
Molina, yes.
Genesis. Genesis.
Genesis, yes. Sorry for the delay.
It's okay, thank you. Roth.
Roth, yes.
Sanchez.
Sanchez, yes.
Strathman.
Yes.
Sturgis. Tarver.
Tarver, yes.
Tepe.
Tempe, yes.
Williams.
Williams, yes.
Young.
Yes.
Spruit.
Thank you. The commissioners per diem is approved for May 2025. We're now going to move into a new section in our agenda called the public hearing. I'm going to read to you what we have from legal counsel and bond counsel, and I'm going to read it verbatim, and then we can discuss afterwards. The next agenda item for the board is a public hearing concerning the intent of the board to sell general obligation limited tax bonds in an amount not to exceed $50 million. The proceeds of the bonds will be used to acquire land and develop land in and for the district. All persons desiring to be heard will have an opportunity to present written or oral testimony with respect to the proposed bonds. Before we get into the comments, I'd like to see if there are any comments, questions, concerns by the commissioners. Seeing none, I'd like to ask if there's any written testimony concerning the proposed bonds to be read into the record. Next, the secretary says no. Is there any public comment concerning the proposed bonds? Seeing none. All persons desiring to be heard have been given an opportunity to present oral and written testimony concerning the proposed bonds. May I have a motion and a second to adjourn the hearing?
Williams moves to adjourn.
Williams moves, Dr. Iqbal seconds. Please do the roll on that, Gabby.
Allen. Arroyo. Bates.
Bates, yes.
Berman.
Berman, yes.
Doherty.
Doherty, yes.
Garcia.
Garcia, yes.
Gripe.
Gripe, yes.
Gums.
Gums, yes.
Iqbal.
Iqbal, yes.
Chuby. Caius.
Caius, yes.
Leonard.
Leonard, yes.
Lewis. Linder.
Linder, yes.
Molina.
Molina, yes.
Genesis.
Genesis, yes.
Roth.
Roth, yes.
Sanchez.
Sanchez, yes.
Strathman.
Yes.
Sturgis.
Tarver, yes.
Tepe.
Tempe abstain. Roll call.
Williams.
Yes.
Young.
Yes.
Spruit.
And has carried, and the hearing has been finally adjourned. Moving on to finance and administration. May I have a motion and a second for the resolution FP 0-25 06 0616. This is an ordinance amending an ordinance setting the salary ranges of the employees' positions for the Forest Reserve District of Kane County.
Gums will move.
Bates seconds.
I'm sorry, who moved?
Gums.
Gums moved and Bates second. Any questions, concerns, comments that anyone wants to make on this? Seeing none, please do the roll, Gabby.
Allen. Arroyo. Bates,
Bates, yes.
Berman,
Berman, yes.
Doherty,
Yes.
Garcia,
Garcia, yes.
Gripe,
Gripe, yes.
Gums,
Gums, yes.
Iqbal,
Ball here.
Juby,
Juby, I.
Caius,
Caius, yes.
Leonard,
Leonard, yes.
Lewis, Linder,
Linder, yes.
Molina,
Molina, yes.
Genesis,
Genesis, yes.
Roth,
Roth, yes.
Sanchez,
Sanchez, yes.
Strathman,
Yes.
Sturgis, Tarver,
Tarver, yes.
Pepe,
Pepe, yes.
Williams,
Yes.
Young,
Yes.
it's approved.
Resolution's approved, and I'd like to thank Director Jen Clough for all her work she did on this and all the commissioners for helping to make sure that we maintain and keep improving the salaries for our very valued employees. Next, we're going to move on. We need a motion and a second for FP-R-25-06-3159. This is a resolution approving the 2026 update to the 2015 Comprehensive Master Plan.
Roth will make the motion.
Gripe, second.
Roth will move, Gripe will second. Any questions, concerns on this? Seeing none, Gabby, please do the roll.
Allen, Arroyo, Bates,
Yes.
Berman,
Berman, yes.
Doherty,
Yes.
Garcia,
Garcia, yes.
Gripe,
Yes.
Gums,
Gums, yes.
Iqbal,
Iqbal, yes.
Juby, I.
Caius,
Caius, yes.
Leonard,
Leonard, yes.
Lewis, Linder,
Linder, yes.
Molina,
Molina, yes.
Genesis,
Genesis, yes.
Roth,
Roth, yes.
Sanchez,
Sanchez, yes.
Strathman,
Strathman, yes.
Sturgis, Tarver,
Tarver, yes.
Pepe,
Pepe, yes.
Williams,
Yes.
Young,
Yes.
approved.
Resolution is approved. Thank you very much. We have no resolutions under land acquisition this meeting, so we'll move on to planning and utilization. May I have a motion and a second for resolution FP-R-25-06-3160? This is a resolution approving a bid for cattail control at 6 forest reserves.
Caius would move.
Caius would
Strathman will
move.
second.
I'm sorry, who's second? Oh, Ms. Stratman, second. Any questions, concerns on this? Well, Pat, we had you here and ready, but I guess everything's okay. So thank you very much for your explanation at the different committee meetings that we had earlier. Gabby, could we please do the roll on that?
Allen, Arroyo,
Bates, yes.
Berman,
Berman, yes.
Doherty,
Yes.
Garcia,
Garcia, yes.
Gripe, yes.
Gums,
Gums, yes.
Iqbal,
Iqbal, yes.
Juby, I.
Caius,
Caius, yes.
Leonard,
Leonard, yes.
Lewis, Linder,
Linder, yes.
Molina,
Molina, yes.
Genesis,
Genesis, yes.
Roth,
Roth, yes.
Sanchez,
Sanchez, yes.
Strathman,
Yes.
Sturgis, Tarver,
Tarver, yes.
Pepe,
Pepe, yes.
Williams,
Yes.
Young,
Yes.
approved.
Resolution is approved. Thank you very much. Our next resolution, I'll need a motion and a second for, is FP-R-25-06-3161. This is a resolution approving a bid for fuel software and fuel delivery replacement at 6 district fueling sites.
Roth will make the motion. Linder, second.
Roth will move, Lindner will second. Any questions, concerns about this? If not, I'd like to ask Mr. Johnson to please come up. Give us, this is a little bit unusual. We don't usually have this situation here, but I would like Jeremy to explain it to everyone if he could.
So what we're looking at is replacing the district's fuel software management and the delivery mechanisms, which is the pumps The district has 6 different locations spread out throughout the county, and those service all of the Forest Preserves district and equipment for north operations, south operations, trades, public safety, natural resources, and our admin and pool vehicles. The current system was installed along with KDOT and the Sheriff's Department in the early mid-90s. IT has expressed some concerns that the software is not capable on running it on anything more current than a Windows 7, which adds some security risks to the county servers. Additionally, the software has been discontinued by the vendor. There's no support for that any longer, and our pumps are closing in on 30 years old. Those have also been discontinued. So this bid replaces the current Phoenix Petrovent system with a product called DX Fleet. It's manufactured by the same company, OPW, that we got almost 30 years out of service with. I'd like to add the industry standard is about 10 to 15 years. So getting 30 out of our current system is phenomenal. This is the same system that KDOT recently installed, and we had an opportunity to go over there and talk with their team and go through a live hands-on tutorial, and everything seems to be working great. So county IT was contacted as well just to see if there was any issues with that installation, and they didn't express any concerns there. So Petroleum Technologies Equipment was the lowest qualified bidder for the DX Fleet software, and we paired that with Fill-Rite FR 720 VRU pumps for a total cost of $135,468. And by pairing the pumps with the software, we're able to recognize an additional 10% savings on the pumps themselves. Additionally, we're asking for a 5% contingency to cover any unanticipated modifications needed. We're keeping the stands, the tanks, the containments, all of that sort of stuff will stay in place. Really, we're just replacing the software and the mechanical portion. There is the first year of services included. There is a $900 annual charge per site that you'll be seeing on future budgets. Other than that, we had $50,000 budgeted for the pumps and trades machinery equipment, and $93,000 was budgeted under the administrative information technologies line item. So sufficient funds totaling $143,000 are available to cover the hardware, software, and installation costs of this. So at this time, we were recommending the committee approve the bid with Petroleum Technologies Equipment of Lyons, Illinois, for the installation of the OPW fleet management software and the Fill-Rite VR 702 BRU dispensers as presented in your packet for a total project cost not to exceed $142,241.40.
Thank you, sir. Any questions for Mr. Johnson? Gabby, would you please do the roll on this?
Allen. Arroyo,
Yes.
Bates,
Bates, yes.
Berman. Doherty. Doherty,
Doherty, yes.
Garcia,
Garcia, yes.
Gripe,
Gripe, yes.
Gums,
Gums, yes.
Iqbal,
Iqbal, yes.
TBI, yes.
Hunter, yes.
Lewis, Linder,
Linder, yes.
Molina,
Molina, yes.
Genesis,
Genesis, yes.
Roth,
Roth, yes.
Sanchez,
Sanchez, yes.
Draftman,
Yes.
Surges, Carver,
Tarver, yes.
Tepe,
Deppie, yes.
Williams,
Yes.
Young,
Yes.
approved.
Thank you very much. Resolution is approved. Our next resolution, I'll need a motion and a second for is FP-R-25-06-3162. This resolution is authorizing an emergency purchase of an HVAC system for Settlers Hill Golf Course and Clubhouse. I need a motion and a second on this.
Linder will move.
Linder moves. Seconds. Before we get into this, and I'd like to ask Director Haberther to say a few words about this. This is something that has been neglected over the last number of years. And basically the system failed. We had the opportunity to do a temporary repair, which would have amounted in expenses of about $50,000 to $60,000, but it really wouldn't solve the problem long-term. So Dave, our finance director, went out, got bids, looked at everything and said, his suggestion was, and Director Haberthur's too, that we put in a new system. The new system we assumed was going to run more. Having received 3 qualified bids, we actually found out that it was very close to what the temporary fix would be. So we have a new system proposed here with contingencies of $6,238, which will total $68,618. So what we're looking at is spending less than $10,000 more. And instead of fixing it for a short period of time, we're putting a whole new system in. But I'm going to ask Ben Haberthur to say a few words about this.
Thank you. That definitely hit the high points. Although I would add that our facility supervisor, Ken Darby, did the lion's share of the work on getting these 3 quotes. The system went down in late May. We have some Landscapes Golf Management has some temporary solutions there, but they're struggling on days over 90, hence the emergency status. So it wasn't a budgeted expense, but we do have funds totaling over 108,000 from project savings at the Settlers Hill Golf Course, cart storage, parking lot engineering design from last year. So capital dollars that can be applied to this. So while it is emergency and unbudgeted, we do have the funds to cover this in this fiscal year. So I just wanted to point that out. And Jeremy Jensen is here. If anybody has specific questions about the HVAC components.
Any questions for Jeremy or Ben or even myself? Seeing none, Gabby, please do the roll on this.
Allen,
Allen, I.
Arroyo,
Arroyo, yes.
Bates,
Bates, yes.
Berman,
Berman, yes.
Doherty,
Doherty, yes.
Garcia,
Garcia, yes.
Gripe,
Gripe, yes.
Jones,
Jones, yes.
Iqbal,
Iqbal, yes.
Chuby, I.
Caius,
Caius, yes.
Leonard,
Leonard, yes.
Lewis, Linder,
Linder, yes.
Molina,
Molina, yes.
Genesis,
Genesis, yes.
Roth,
Roth, yes.
Sanchez,
Sanchez, yes.
Strathman,
Yes.
Burgess,
Tarver, yes.
Tepe,
Tepe, yes.
Williams, Young,
Yes.
Fruit,
Very much. Resolution's approved. Today, we have no need for closed session. So we'll move on to new and unfinished business. May I have a motion and a second for approval of DOC 2025 16? This is release of the closed session minutes, which we discussed in the prior committee meetings.
Caius would move.
Caius will move and Bates will second. Any questions, concerns, comments on that? Seeing none, Gabby, please do the roll on this.
Allen,
Allen, I.
Arroyo,
Arroyo, yes.
Bates,
Yes.
Berman,
Berman, yes.
Doherty,
Doherty, yes.
Garcia,
Garcia, yes.
Gripe,
Gripe, yes.
Jones, yes.
Iqbal, yes.
Chuby, I.
Caius,
Caius, yes.
Leonard,
Leonard, yes.
Lewis, Linder, Molina,
Molina, yes.
Genesis,
Genesis, yes.
Roth,
Roth, yes.
Sanchez,
Sanchez, yes.
Strathman,
Yes.
Surges, Tarver,
Tarver, yes.
Tepe,
Tepe, yes.
Williams,
Yes.
Young,
Yes.
Fruit,
Resolution is approved. Releasing the closed session minutes. Thank you very much. Under communications,
Sorry,
yes, Mr. Young,
under new business, I have something to
certainly.
request.
Go right ahead.
So, David Young, I think it's the Jack Cook Park Forest Preserve that's on Plank Road.
Yes.
Right? Okay, so right by my house. That was where the bison were supposed to be. Is that correct?
That's not correct.
Okay.
We're looking at Burlington Forest Preserve for the bison. And
Okay.
that RFP is going out, I believe this week, but this week, yes, it's out right now. Oh, that's going on the streets today for Burlington.
Could you give us an update as to what is going on? I know that was passed and I know that people are excited about
There
these
was a delay.
bison coming in and Unfortunately, it's not going to be across from my
No. not in
backyard,
Elgin.
so-
It'll be in Burlington.
that's too bad.
And then the Jack E. Cook Forest Preserve is one we have a intergovernmental agreement with the city of Elgin. So Elgin does most of the management of that preserve, including the farm revenue. The bison reintroduction project that we've been talking about was delayed last year as we were attempting a sole source provider model to bring that in. Now we're going to a more traditional open RFP as there's more bidders than we had even 2 years ago. More bison, there are bison farmers out there. And I think we're talking 2 or 3, but it's not a sole source provider. Yes, and then so we're looking at the timeline that'll be out for approximately 3 weeks, Pat. And then we'll take that. We have a new online bid system called Bonfire. So they will put their bids in there. Staff will do an interview process and we'll bring that before the board next cycle, August full commission. That'll be the cycle that it's coming before you. That'll be the binding vote to actually bring bison back to Kane County.
So
for the
my
first time in
question was
150 years.
quite timely then.
Yes, it is. Yes. I'm glad I have an answer for you right now. So yes.
So what is the plan? I mean, is there a date to have those bison in the Burlington area by the end of the year? Is that what you're planning? Is that next year?
Pat, do you care to field the specific dates?
Yeah, hopefully by the end of the year, bison, the farmers typically like to move them in the fall, try to avoid moving them in the winter when the foraging conditions are pretty harsh, and they don't like to move them in the spring when they're calving. So when they've got pregnant or when they've got fresh babies. So yeah, ideally we get this through the August cycle, and then that still leaves us enough time for the farmer to get animals on sometime September, October, November timeframe.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We all set. We have all the fences and stuff done.
The fence for the first corral is finished. The water is in, so they should be all set to get down there. Yep.
Ms. Spates?
Are we gonna have a party?
Why not?
Be actually a very slow kind of soft rollout due to the not stressing out the animals.
Many parties?
Maybe an offsite celebration.
Oh, sad. Boo, boo.
Ms. Strathman?
I just want to make sure that I understand that they were bringing back the bison with the bonfire bids.
A lot of bees there.
Okay, all right.
Bicentennial yet?
Sorry that I even brought this up.
That had to be a great comment. Pat, do you know how many are going to be coming in when we get it fully sacked? How many buffalo?
So we don't have full specifics. We'll be working with the farmer once we select the individual through this process. But we're aiming to hit the kind of appropriate grazing rates set by NRCS. So we've got an initial pen that's fairly small. So we would expect there to be, a smaller number of animals, maybe 10 or so in there initially. And then we'd be looking to build on a second phase of fence and increasing the number of animals over time.
It'll be a bounty of bison.
Oh my God, you're cracking me up.
That's
Grace.
beautiful. Thank you, Ms. Strathman. Thank you very much, Mr. Chase. Yeah. Yes.
Oh, will it be no boys?
No.
Male, but it doesn't
Yeah.
start with a B. Is it all,
I have to defer to Pat on the specs, but we looked at a number of different models.
is it all baby and baby mamas?
No, that was one of the scenarios that we looked at, but depending on which bison farmer is selected, they have different approaches to bringing the animals on. So some like a family group could be any composition, but almost certainly no more than 10 animals for the size of what we have on there at this first stage. You'll see a second stage in your
And some bulls?
interim master plan.
Bulls.
Goals for sure.
Okay.
Anything else on this subject matter? Yes, Mr. Gray.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Not on this, but I've got to say thank you to all the Forest Preserve people and to all the volunteers for yesterday. Was just the amazing event, planting the oak trees. Sunday. I don't know what day it is. But anyway, whenever we did that, it was just amazing to see people appreciating the forest preserves. I know I didn't for a lot of, I knew about them, but I just saw them as big grassy parks and they're way more than that. And just to see, I mean, celebrating the 100 years and all that. I mean, all you guys deserve just incredible, thanks for that. Just not for just putting together the event, but for fostering an atmosphere in which such wonderful things like baby boy bisons and everything else can come through. So I wanted to say thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Gripe. Any other comments? Seeing none, Lori, would you please handle any communications we have?
Sure. Oh, clicking wrong things. Speaking of what Commissioner Gripe just mentioned, we had our centennial celebration on Sunday. I don't have the professional photos back in yet, but I have a lot of photos that I took and my fellow staff members took. And so hopefully this will convey some of the great time we had out at Johnson's Mound on Sunday. It was really hard to capture all of the people who were there. Our best guess is we had 500 people, but it was spread out over different areas. So here are some of the photos from that day. You'll see people gathering. They brought lawn chairs, as well as we had rented chairs in the shelter. We had local conservation agencies like the Conservation Foundation, Kane County Audubon, and Kane County Wild Ones tabling at the event. Ben served as our executive director, Ben Habither served as our MC and welcomed the crowd. These people are not playing Twister in the background. They are setting down picnic blankets. Leonard spoke, of course. We had the mayor of Elburn, Mayor Walters, speak as well. Some pictures of the commissioners and county board chair at the event. And then after the speeches, we shifted the whole party over to where some of the new amenities are within Johnson's Mound. This is Ben introducing the artist of our new public art called Guardians. This is Mike Bauer, and he said a few words. It was really hard to capture photos of everybody at this event, and hopefully this gives you that idea. We had the ribbon cutting. More pictures of the ribbon cutting. In addition to commissioners, we had Geneva's mayor, Kevin Burns, present, as well as State Senator Darby Hills with us. So that was great. We also had some special guests on the right here of the ribbon, Carrie Ann Dubina and Amber Verbick. They were both married to Forest Preserve staffers who passed away a couple years ago. And so as part of the Centennial Project, we have memorial benches honoring both Colin and Robbie. And so they held the ribbon with us. We had a volunteer tree planting as part of the event. I think I missed oh, no, I didn't. Okay, I kept moving my slides around yesterday, so I can't remember. This is early morning Sunday before everybody arrived. This is what Guardians looked like. You can see one of the memorial benches back here. Here are the two memorial benches, and then we have two monuments on site, and there are plaques to go on both sides. This first plaque explains what the project is and explains the Guardians artwork. The second plaque is cast in bronze already and affixed, and these are our first sponsors for the Centennial Project. And then on the back of this stone is this, and that's a temporary plaque. And so if you would still like to sponsor the Centennial, you can at least through the end of this month. So this is my dorky family. So we sponsored a tree and we walked out and stood next to our red oak. This is my son, and for scale, he's 6'4". So these trees are big. This is Drew and I next to the tree. And I didn't really want to, but my husband forced me to take a picture pointing at our names on the monument, which I felt super dorky about. But then I felt better when I got to work and saw pictures that other staff took, like these. Commissioner Penesis and his wife Beth, and then this is Susie Myers, one of our longtime volunteers. You'll see a lot of people in yellow shirts at the event. Those were our volunteers, and that was their volunteer appreciation gift this year. So you'll see a lot of yellow shirts in these photos. And then also these, some friendly faces. This is Lauren Swanson in our community engagement department, and her whole family. They're on the plaque as well. Lila, her daughter, might be one of the youngest people who attended our Centennial event, and probably has the highest shot of attending our second Centennial in 100 years. and then more people pointing out their names on the plaque. So there's still an opportunity to sponsor if you like. We haven't updated the foundation website yet, but I will do that today when I get back to the office. And so if you want to be on the plaque and you're not, you can. We had food trucks at the event. We were taking volunteer signups that day. We had music by Andrew Camp. He drove in from Columbia, Missouri, Sunday morning to perform for us. Barb and the naturalist team had a pop-up naturalist tent, and so they had activities going on over there. Missy from our finance department was amazing in handing out centennial coins to people and answering questions. And then we have some Forest Preserve superheroes, President Leonard, and then former Presidents Kenyon and Caius. So just a great day out at Johnson's Mound. I did just want to thank briefly staff. Every single department helps out with this event, and it came off great. Heard nothing but compliments. Thank you to Blair Peters as well. Blair took care of all of our sound at 2 different locations, including one without power. And that was one less worry for staff because we had plenty of other things to worry about. So thank you, Blair. Thank you to our volunteers who always show up for our events continually. We appreciate you, the public for being there. And then thank you to the commissioners as well. So many of you were out there and brought your families, and it was great to see all of you. So thank you very much.
Before Ben says a few words, personally, I'd like to thank Lori and the staff too for what a wonderful day it was on Sunday. We had so many commissioners out there, so many people that have been involved with the Forest Preserve for years, decades. And the grounds were beautiful. Thank you to everyone on the staff that took care of that. Ben did a great job emceeing everything and coordinating everything. So I just wanted to thank everyone who attended and everyone who supported this, and tell you that I was thrilled with how it turned out. And my wife, Mary, said to me, she goes, you know, the Forest Preserve is really efficient, isn't it? I said, yes, it is. So I thought that was a nice compliment. But thank you all very much. It was a wonderful day. Ben?
Yes. In the vein of efficiency, I won't pile on too much. I think we've covered everybody. I also appreciate this board coming out in big numbers. I think we were over half of you were out there, and it was really appreciated notice. And then the leadership team, all of whom are in the audience, all of their teams through, and I thought we really represented the district well at that event. So it was great. I don't think it could have gone much better. So it's nice to hear. Speaking of things that go well, we often hear how seamless our meetings are. Meetings, agendas and minutes. And there's one person in particular that really helps all of that come to be. And it happens to be the anniversary of her birth today. So if you wouldn't mind joining me in a round of applause for Gabby Figliosi. To celebrate, make sure to wish her a happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Birthday
to you. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, dear Gabby. Happy birthday to you.
The singing Kane County Board. We all got on the same
I
team.
wish you could call it singing.
Happy birthday,
I'd just like
John.
to make 1 or 2 final comments. Number one, since this is our 100th anniversary and we think it's really special, the staff and myself involved a little bit, not much, basically the staff, decided that we should have some kind of a little commemorative gift. You know, we could get a t-shirt or a towel or whatever, but instead we decided to get mugs. So all the commissioners and all of the employees in Kane County Forest Preserve are going to be receiving one of these mugs.
Wow.
So they're very nice. So all that you do. Moving on now, I guess we do have the mugs here. So, oh, geez, look at
Ta-da.
So what we'll do is everybody, if you would just go and pick one up in between meetings or whatever, that'd be great. So thank you.
That's nice.
Thank you.
It's our pleasure and we appreciate so much what everybody does. That's the end of my comments. I do need a motion and a second to place our reports on file. Paul moves. Mr. Royal seconds. Any discussion, questions? Can we have a voice vote on that? All in favor?
Aye.
And finally, we have adjournment. I need a motion. and a
Roth will make a motion to adjourn.
Second. Seconded by,
Gripe second.
by Linder second. We just need a voice vote on this. All in favor, say aye.